Good morning, children. Welcome to the mathematics class. Children, till now you have learned different types of angles. What is an angle? First of all, it's a combination of two different rays at a common vertex point, isn't it? And next we have learned about the complementary angles. What are complementary angles? The sum of the two angles must be equal to 90 degrees, isn't it? Sum of the two angles must be equal to 90 degrees. It's nothing but your complementary angles. 60 plus 30 degrees. So 90 degrees. Next is you have learned about supplementary angles. Supplementary angles is nothing but sum of two angles must be equal to 180 degrees. If I am taking 90 plus 90 also, for example, 90 degrees plus 90 degrees. You will get 90 plus 90, 180. So sum of two angles must be equal to 180 degrees is nothing but supplementary angles, and complementary angles are nothing but sum of two angles must be equal to 90 degrees. Sum of two angles must be equal to 90 degrees is nothing but complementary angles. Sum of two angles must be equal to 180 degrees is nothing but your supplementary angles. Now next new topic is adjacent angles. What are adjacent angles, children? The angle having common arm and a common vertex are called adjacent angles. What are adjacent angles, children? Angle having common arm and a common vertex. For example, I am drawing like this. If I am taking one angle, here this is an angle, children. In this you have a common arm. This is your common arm, isn't it? Can you able to see? This is your first angle. This is your second angle. For these two angles, you have a common arm and a common vertex. For these two angles, you have a common vertex and common arm. If I am drawing like this, somewhere here, this is a adjacent angles? No, it is not an adjacent because they are having common vertex, but they don't have a common arm. The arm is going side, isn't it? So this is a adjacent angle, but this angle is not showing adjacent angle because here also we have two angles, different angles. We have a common arm, but we don't have a common. We have a common vertex, but we don't have a common arm, isn't it? So adjacent angles are nothing but the angle which have a common vertex and a common arm. If I am taking one more example here, I am taking a 90 degrees. That is a right angle triangle. Right angle. If I am drawing one more arm. So this angle also shows the adjacent angle. Why? They have a common arm and a common vertex. Angle A, angle B. This is your adjacent angle. If I am drawing like this, children, is this an adjacent angles? Here one angle, here one angle. Angle A, angle B. This is not an adjacent angle because they have a common. They have a vertex. Here two vertex and different arm. Here one arm. They don't have a common vertex and common arm. So this angle is not an adjacent angle, but this angle is an adjacent angle. They have a common vertex and a common arm. Come to the exercise 4, children. Which of the following are adjacent angle here? Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3 showing. Figure 1. Is this an adjacent angle? Yes. Yes. This figure or this angle. This is adjacent angle. Why they are adjacent angle? Adjacent angle. Why they are adjacent angle, children? They have a common vertex and common arm. So, is this an adjacent angle? Second figure? Yes, this is also. This is adjacent angle. Why they are adjacent angle, children? Can you tell me? They have a common vertex. This angle C and angle D. For these two angles, they have a common vertex and a common arm. Arm is nothing but the hand of the angle, isn't it? This is your arm of the angle. They have a common vertex point and a common arm. Third figure is showing. Is this an adjacent angle? No. They don't have a common vertex and a common arm. So, no. This is not an adjacent angle. So figure 1, figure 2 are adjacent angle, but figure 3 is not an adjacent angle. Why they are adjacent angle is because they have a common vertex and a common arm. Here we don't have a common vertex and a common arm. Come to the question number 2. He's asking you question number 2, children. I'm reading the question. Name all the pairs of adjacent angles in the figure. How many pairs of adjacent angles form? Why these angles are called adjacent angle here? So here, by seeing the figure, you can understand, children. One angle, take the second angle. If I am taking this, only this figure, check it. This is your adjacent angle. Why? Because they have a common vertex and a common arm. If I am taking like this, they have only this part. If I am taking this upper part, they have a common vertex and a common arm. So you have to start from any one place. I am starting from A. I am starting from A. AOD. AOD. Continuation, children. AOD, then DOB. DOB. This is a first pair of adjacent angle. They have a common vertex and a common arm. Second, you continue, children. DOB. DOB, then BOC. This is second pair. Then continuation. BOC. See, BOC, then continue. COA. COA. Continuation. Third pair is over. COA. COA. Then continue. AOD. AOD. Where we started? We started from AOD, isn't it? We started from AOD and we ended at AOD. So anyway you can start your wish, but I have started from A. So I have continued AOD, DOB, then DOB continuation, BOC, then BOC continuation, COA, COA continuation, AOD. So first pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair. How many pairs of adjacent angle form? 4 pairs of adjacent angles are formed. Why they are adjacent angle? Because they have common vertex and common arm. Isn't it, children? Here, for example, in the first pair I am explaining. What is the common vertex, children, here? O is a common vertex, isn't it? O. If I am taking this, only this part. Check it out. O is a common vertex and OD. O is a common vertex and OD is a common arm. Only one I have explained you. Only for the first pair, this part I have taken and explained you. In the same way, second also O is a common vertex and OB is a common arm. And O is a common vertex, OC is the common arm. Here O is a common vertex, OA is the common arm. So these 4 pairs are adjacent angles and they have a common vertex and common arm. That's the reason these pairs are called adjacent angles. So complete your notes, children, and watch the video carefully. Complete your notes and submit me on my personal window. Thank you.